So good morning. Different types of control valves that are used in hydraulic systems: pressure control valve, direction control valve, and flow control valves. In the last session, I explained the function of function, construction, and working principle of different types of pressure control valves. In today's class, let me explain the different types of direction control valves. Which are used to change the direction of flow of fluid to run the actuator. Changing the direction of flow of fluid to run the actuator. It may be a linear actuator or rotary actuator. Depending upon the construction and working principle, the direction control valves are broadly classified into, in the first category, they are classified based on the number of positions two positions or three positions. The direction controller can be moved into two positions or three positions, depending upon the number of ports. Number of ports or number of ways. Two-way DC valve, which has two ports. Three-way DC valve, four-way DC valve, and five-way DC valve. Number of ports made on the valve body, they classify into two ports, three ports, four ports, and five ports. Depending upon the number of positions in the cylinder, in the DC valve body, they classify into two positions or three positions DC valve. Depending upon the construction of DC valves, they are classified into a check valve, sliding spool valve, and rotary spool valve. Check valve and shuttle valve. Depending on the construction of DC valves, they are classified into a check valve, which allows fluid only in one direction, and the return movement of return flow of fluid is prevented in the case of a check valve. A shuttle valve. Shuttle valve is used to regulate the flow of direction of fluid. It may have two inlets and one outlet, or one inlet and two outlets. In the second type, sliding spool valve, there is a sliding valve inside the valve body. Depending upon the number of ports made, it is classified into two-way sliding spool valve, or three-way valve, or four-way valve, and five-way valve. Sliding spool valve is again classified into, it depends upon the number of ports. It may be two-way, three-way, four-way, or five-way valve. In all the cases, the sliding of a spool regulates, it opens and closes the number of ports. It may be a pressure port, or a tank port, or working ports. Working ports are usually connected to the two ends of actuator cylinder. In the case of rotary spool valve, it is generally a four-way DC valve, in which the rotation of a spool regulates the flow of fluid into the actuator. Four-way valve. Rotary spool valve is generally a four-way DC valve. Now, let us discuss on the different types of DC valves. Direction control valve, as the name implies, they are used to control the direction of flow in a hydraulic circuit. Direction of flow can be reversed. For extension of a cylinder, fluid has to enter one end of cylinder, and for retraction, fluid has to enter at the other end of cylinder. By this, the direction of flow of fluid can be controlled, can be changed. Direction can be changed. They are used to extend, retract. Extend means the forward movement of piston in actuator, the two in hydraulic cylinder. Retraction means return movement of return stroke of hydraulic cylinder. Position. Number of positions are by using number of positions, the direction of flow can be changed. Or reciprocate hydraulic cylinder and other components for linear motion. This is only for the linear actuator. Valves contains, DC valves contain number of ports that are external opening for fluid to enter and leave by connecting pipelines. There is a connection. Connection is made between the DC valve and the ports made in DC valve and the ends of hydraulic cylinder. By means of pipes, these are connected. Ports are connected. The number of ports on a DC valve is usually identified by the term way. Way means the number of ports means number of ways. For example, a valve with 4 ports is named as 4-way DC valve. Classification based on number of factors. According to the type of construction, they are classified as poppet valve and spool valve. In the case of a poppet valve, poppet may open or close the pressure port. It has only two directions. Whenever poppet is opened, fluid flows from pressure port to the tank port. Whenever poppet closes the pressure port, automatically fluid cannot flow to the actuator. By means of a poppet and a spring, this can be operated. Spool valve. There are two types of spool valves: a sliding spool valve and a rotary spool valve. In the case of sliding spool valve, the sliding of a number of plugs can open or close the ports in the valve body. And in the case of a rotary spool valve, the rotation of spool can open or close the number of ports made on valve body. Depending upon the sliding or rotary, these are classified into sliding spool valves and rotary spool valves. According to the number of working ports, usually the working ports are connected to the ends of cylinder. Depending upon the number of ports made on DC valve body, they are classified into 2-way valves, 3-way valves, and 4-way valves. According to the number of switching positions, 2 position and 3 position. For moving the spool inside the valve body, by means of a number of actuating elements like a push button or hand lever or pedal operated or solenoid operated, it may have 2 positions or 3 positions. For moving the actuator in different directions, in some cases, 3 position may be required, and for some actuators, 2 position is enough. In the case of 3 positions DC valve, the middle position is the neutral position. Actuator cannot run. Actuator cannot do any useful work in the case of neutral position. In addition to 2 positions, one more neutral position is added in the case of 3 position. According to the actuating mechanism, DC valve can be operated by manually. It can be operated manually. It can be operated by mechanical means like a push button or hand lever or pedal operated. Actuating mechanism may be a solenoid operated. Electromechanical principle, solenoid works based on electromechanical principle. By passing a small amount of current through the coil, iron core can be moved. This principle is used for moving of a sliding spool. It may be a hydraulic actuation. A fluid can be flow to move the sliding spool valve. Or it may be pneumatic actuation. By passing compressor air, actuation can be done. Depending upon these factors, direction control valves are classified. Now, types of DC valve operators. An operator is a device that physically moves a spool or poppet. To move the spool inside the valve body, the number of devices can be used. These are known as operators. Manual operators such as a push button, hand lever, pedal use human power for actuation. Manually, to move the spool in the valve body, these devices are used, like a push button, hand lever, or foot pedal. It is known as the manual operation. Mechanical operators use a machine component to contact a roller or ball bearing. By means of a roller bearing or ball bearing, actuation can be done. Pilot operators use a fluid to move the spool. In some cases, the pilot line can be used to move the spool. A solenoid uses electromechanical force to move a spool or poppet. By using all these operators, DC valve can be operated. To change the direction of flow of fluid into the actuator, these devices can be used. They are known as operators. The first type of DC valve is a check valve. Check valve allows fluid only in one direction and it prevents the flow in reverse direction. As shown in the figure, this is the inlet port, that is the pressure port, and this is connected to actuator. It may be a cylinder or hydraulic motor. Between these two ports, there is a ball and a spring. By means of spring, initially inlet port is closed. Whenever a fluid is made to pass through this port, because of fluid pressure acting on the ball moves and the spring is compressed and inlet port is opened. The inlet port is opened, then fluid flows through the outlet and to the actuator. So it is allowing fluid only in one direction. Whenever the fluid is made to flow in reverse direction, the ball closes the pressure port and automatically the flow is prevented. That's why a check valve is non-return valve. It allows fluid only in one direction. Fluid flows through the inlet. A small pressure is needed to open the valve seat in this direction. The pressure is enough. Whenever the pressure of fluid is greater than spring force, then automatically valve is opened. The valve opens when there is a flow through the inlet. Here in the figure above, shown a ball type check valve. Whenever there is a flow opposite to this direction, the valve shuts. By means of valve, inlet port is automatically closed. Because of reverse direction flow in reverse direction cannot be allowed in the check valve. The pressure in the opposite direction press the ball against the valve seat, thus close the path. This is a type of 2x2 DC valve, and it is a non-return valve which allows only in one direction. Shuttle valve. Shuttle valve is a type of DC valve in which it may have two inlets and one outlet, and one inlet and two outlets. In both the cases, shuttle valves can be used. The figure shows two inlets and one outlet. There are two pumps which are supplying fluid in opposite directions. Whenever pressure by pump 1, P1 is greater than P2, then the second inlet port is closed by the valve, and fluid path is from P1 to A. First inlet to the A. A is connected to the work. It is the working port connected to actuator. If suppose pressure at second inlet P2 is greater than P1, then valve closes the first inlet because of pressure difference between these two inlets. Because of pressure difference, since P2 is greater than P1, ball is moving and which closes the first inlet. Now the fluid flows from P2 second inlet to the working port. Like this, the main advantage of shuttle valve is if one of the pump fails, the flow is continuous. Two positions of the shuttle valve are shown below. When the pressure of the flow on one side increases, the valve closes the other path. The closing or opening condition for both the paths are illustrated in the figure. Shuttle valves are used where there are two pumps, which are used in a way if one fails to maintain the outlet pressure, the other pump supply the flow as a backup. But its working principle is like this. Whenever the P1 is greater than P2, flow of fluid from first inlet to the working port. If the condition is P2 is greater than P1, automatically the valve closes first inlet and flow of fluid is from second inlet to the working port. The third type of DC valve, sliding spool valve. In the case of sliding spool valves, different sliding spool valves are there depending upon the number of ports made on the valve body. Number of ports means number of ways. The first type of sliding spool valve is a two-way valve. Two-way valves are also simple two positions on-off valves, but actuated by the actuators such as the solenoid or hydraulic actuator. The figure shows this is the first position of DC valve in which the hand lever is not operated. In the first position, hand lever is not operated, but the port P is closed by the plug. This is the plug which closes the pressure port. Even though working port is open, fluid cannot flow from P to A. And this is the first position of DC valve. Second position, by means of hand lever, the plug can be moved. By actuating the hand lever, the plug can be moved. By moving the plug, port P and A both are open. Since the pump is connected to the port P and A connected to the actuator, fluid can flow easily from P to A. And some useful work is done by actuator in this position. So the opening of both the ports is done by the second position, and the closing of a pump port, pressure port is done by the first position. There are two positions. There are two positions to supply fluid to the actuator, and two valves are there. Two ports are there, and two positions are there. That's why this is called 2x2 DC valve. I will show you the symbol for representing the 2x2 DC valve. It is normally closed and normally opened two-way valves. External actuation is needed to do the position change of the valve actuator. Just to change the position of plugs, or for moving of a spool, the hand lever is operated. A flow path is established or closed when the actuator is moved. In the first position, pressure port is closed. In the second position, by operating the hand lever, pressure port is opened. There are two positions. These valves are also called as on-off valve because either the fluid can be supplied into the actuator or fluid flow can be closed by means of 2x2 DC valve. That's why 2x2 DC valve is also called as on-off valve. The second type of sliding spool valve, three-way valve, or it can be called as 3x2 DC valve. Since this DC valve is having 3 ports and 2 positions. 2 positions are required for to flow the fluid from pressure port to the tank to the working port. 2 positions are required, and the valve body is having 3 openings: P, A, and T. P connected to the pump, A connected to actuator, and T connected to reservoir. Now, in the first position, whenever push button is operated, push button is pressed against the spring, the plug is moving. Plug is moving to the left. Pressure port and working port both are open, whereas T is closed. This is the first position. By pressing the push button, plug is moving against the spring. Both the ports P and A are open, whereas another port T is closed. This is the first position. In the first position, fluid flows from P to A. Connection is made between the pump pressure port and working port. Now, some useful work is done by actuator. But in this position, the tank port is closed. Whenever push button is released, after releasing the push button, it comes to second position. The plugs comes to second position by means of a spring. It comes to second position. Pressure port is closed, whereas tank port is open. Both the working port and the tank port. Working port is always open. For opening and closing of pressure and tank ports, this is actuated. The sliding spool is actuated just to open or close the pressure port and tank port, but always the working port is open. In the second position, after releasing the push button, it comes back to, it moves to the right. Pressure port is closed. Working port and tank port are open. The fluid which is present in the actuator, it flows back from A to T, and it flow back to the reservoir. Fluid can be flow back to the reservoir through port T. This is second position. Since usually this type of valves are used to actuate a single acting cylinder. It cannot be used for double acting cylinder. A single acting cylinder, the fluid is required only in forward stroke, only for extension, and retraction is done by means of return spring. In the second position, from port A to T, fluid return back to the reservoir. Since T is connected to the reservoir, it flows back to reservoir. Now, this type of valve is 3x2. Since 3 ports are made on the valve body, P, A, and T, and in the first position, fluid flows from P to A, and it enters the actuator. By releasing the push button, it comes back to right direction. Port P is closed by the plug, and A and T are open. The fluid which is present in the right end of left end of piston in the actuator, it flows back from A to T, and a fluid flows to reservoir. Since it has 2 positions and 3 ports, it is called 3x2 DC valve. These valves have 3 nodes, that is why named 3-way valve, and the 3-way valves allows 2 positions of actuation on condition. 3-way valve has 2 plug actuators. Each plug controls the flow in 2 different ways. The 2 plug positions are shown in the figure. When one of the plugs closes a node, other one opens the other node. In the first diagram, when one of the port is opened by the plug, another port is closed. This is the first position. P is open and T is closed. In the second position, P is closed and T is open. That's what he has given. It's normally closed valve neutralize the position of actuator closing both the node to close the valve. Three-way direction valves are available for manual, mechanical, pilot operated or solenoid actuation. Another type of sliding spool valve, hydraulic four-way valves. They can be called as 4x2 DC valve or 4x3 DC valve. I will show you the symbol for representing a 4x2 DC valve and 4x3 DC valve. It may have 2 positions or 3 positions, but two-way valve and a three-way valve, they have only 2 positions. But in the case of a 4-way DC valves, 2 positions or 3 positions can be made. Neutral position is not there in two-way and DC, two-way and three-way valves, but neutral position is there in 4-way DC valve. That's why 4-way valves can also be divided into 4x2 DC valve and 4x3 DC valve. In 4-way DC valves, 4-way DC valves are used to control the direction of fluid flow in a hydraulic circuit, which controls the direction of movement of work cylinder or the rotation of a fluid motor. There are 2 types of actuators, cylinder and hydraulic motor. These valves are usually the sliding spool type. A typical 4-way DC valve has 4 parts. One pressure port, it is abbreviated as P. One return port, exhaust port, abbreviated as T. 2 working ports, abbreviated as A and B, where A and B are connected to the 2 ends of actuator. It has the figure shows only 2 positions. It is a type of 4x2 DC valve. Since P is connected to in the first position, this is the first position of a spool. This is the first position where P is connected to the A and B connected to T. P connected to A in the first position, whereas B is connected to T. This is the first position of a spool. Fluid flows from pump to the working port A. Since it is passing through working port A, piston in the cylinder, this is the actuator. Piston in the cylinder is moving towards right because fluid pressure is acting on the left end of piston in a cylinder. This is the for first position of DC valve. For second position, by means of some actuating elements, it may be a push button. Usually, hand lever is used for a 4-way valve. By operating a hand lever, the spool is moving towards right, which makes connection between P and B. In the second position, pressure port is connected to working port B and working port A is connected to tank port T. In this second position. In the second position, by moving the sliding spool valve, P connected to B, whereas A connected to T. But in the first position, P connected to A and B connected to T. In the second position, fluid flows from pressure port to the working port B, which enters the right end of a piston. Fluid flows at the right end of piston and piston will move towards left. In the second position of DC valve, piston in the cylinder is moving towards left. Now, a fluid which is present in the left end of piston, it flows back through A and through T to the reservoir. So, the direction of a flow of fluid is reversed. In the first position, direction of flow is through A, working port A, and piston moves towards right. In the second position, the direction of fluid is reversed, which makes the fluid flow through the port B, which makes the piston to move towards left. By changing the position of a sliding spool valve, direction of flow of fluid is reversed, which makes the movement of piston in the actuator. This is the figure illustrates a 4x2 DC valve. Since it has only two positions, it is a 4x2 DC valve. In some cases, both the ports, one of these two ports, both A and B, can be closed. When both the ports are closed by the sliding spool valve, then no fluid can enter the actuator. This is called neutral position. Since three positions of sliding spool, that is for forward movement of a piston, return movement of piston, and neutral position. In neutral position, the pressure acting on both ends of piston is equal and piston cannot move in the actuator. It is called neutral position. In the forward stroke, piston moves towards right. In the return stroke, piston moves towards left. And in the neutral position, since the pressure acting on both ends of piston is same, piston cannot move in the actuator. That's why it has three positions. It has three positions. Sliding spool valve is having three positions. Then it is called 4x3 DC valve. But figure shows a 4x2 DC valve. Four-way DC valves are used to control the direction of fluid flow in a hydraulic circuit, which controls the direction of movement of cylinder or rotation of a hydraulic motor. These valves are usually the sliding spool type. This is the type of sliding spool. A typical four-way DC valve has four ports. One pressure port, it is P, connected to pressure line. One return or exhaust port, that is T, connected to reservoir. Two working ports, abbreviated as A and B, which are connected to the two ends of cylinder. I will show you the symbol of representing a 4x2 and 4x3 DC valve. Five-way valve. As its name implies, five-way DC valve is having five ports. Port P, which is connected to the pump, inlet port, A and B, working ports, and two tank ports are made. Two tank ports. And totally, it is having five ports on valve body. That's why it is a five-way valve. We can have a two positions or three positions for the changing the direction of flow of fluid in a actuator. Two positions or three positions can be used. That's why five-way DC valve are again classified into 5x2 DC valve and 5x3 DC valve. In the first position, since from the inlet port P, the fluid which is flowing through ports A and B remains same. Equal pressure is acting on the two ends of piston in actuator, and it is called neutral position. No work is done by the actuator in this position. This is for representing the neutral position. By actuation, by using some hand lever, the spool can be moved towards right, which makes connection between P and A and B and T. But no connection is made for T. Second tank port, no connection is made. Connection is made only between the pressure port P and working port A and working port B to tank port T. Another tank port, no connection is made. In this position, fluid flows from the pressure port P to working port A, which enters one end of a piston in actuator. And the piston will move. While moving the piston, the fluid present at the other end of piston enters port B, passes through the T to the reservoir. So, in the first position, the communication is made between P and A and B and T. Another T remains closed in the first position. So, connection is made from pressure port to the working port A, one end of cylinder in actuator, and in the same stroke, B connected to T. So, this is for the movement of piston in actuator in one direction. By actuating the spool is moving towards left, which makes connection between P and B. Now the connection is reversed. In the first position, P connected to A. In the second position, P connected to B, whereas A connected to another tank port. Since it is having two tank ports, the second tank port is connected to working port A and pressure port connected to working port B. The first tank port remains closed. This is the second position. In this case, fluid flows from port B to B, which enters the one end of a cylinder, and piston is moved in reverse direction. Piston moves in actuator in reverse direction. Whenever it is connected to the rotor can move, can rotate in opposite direction. In the same stroke, in actuator, the fluid present at the other end of piston flows back from A to T to the reservoir. So direction of flow of fluid is reversed in these two positions. Whereas in the first position, since the fluid flowing through ports A and B remains same pressure is the equal pressure is acting on both ends of piston, and piston is in a neutral position. That's why this is the neutral position, which is represented by the box, middle box. In the symbolic representation of DC valve, this is represented by the middle box, and it is represented, these two are represented by the end boxes, first position and second position. I will show you the later on. I will show you the symbolic representation of these valves. It may be 4/2 or 4/3 DC valve. In the 4/2 DC valve, only two positions are there, and in the 4/3 DC valve, three positions. This diagram illustrates the three positions of a five-way valve. Now, this is about the sliding spool valves. Another type of spool valve, rotary spool valve. Rotary spool valve, instead of moving the sliding spool in the sliding spool valve, there is a rotation of spool inside the valve body. The sectional view of rotary spool valve is shown in figure. Rotor can be rotated. It is having two passages. For the flow of fluid, two paths are made. Two paths are made in the rotor. Rotor can be rotated inside the valve body. In the first diagram, assume that this is the first position of rotary spool valve. In this case, the connection is made from P to A and B to R. Its meaning is fluid is supplying from pressure port to the working port A. And in the same stroke, B connected to R. Since work is done from the end A to B, piston is moving, the fluid at the other end of piston can flow back to the reservoir from B to R, because connection is made between B and R. In the same stroke, connection is made between B and A. Forward stroke takes place from one end of a cylinder, and at the other end of cylinder, fluid returned back from B to R. This is the first position of a rotary spool valve. Now, rotor is slightly rotated. Whenever it is slightly rotated, now P is connected to B and A connected to R. Fluid flows from B to B. It enters one end of a cylinder again. The fluid present in the other end of piston in the same stroke returned back from A to R. Since R is connected to the reservoir, it flows back. Oil flows back through port R. This represents second position. The third position is, again, the rotor is slightly rotated in such a way that no connection is made from B to A or B. Neither of these ports A and B are connected to the pressure port P and R. In this position, fluid cannot enter on either ends of cylinder. That's why this position of rotary spool valve is known as neutral position. In the first position, connection is made between the ports P and A, which is shown by the arrow. Suppose this is the port P and this is A. Fluid is flowing from P to A and it enters the actuator. The fluid present in the actuator at the other end of piston, it flows back from B to R. This is P, A. Fluid is flowing into actuator. From the actuator, it is returning back to the reservoir from B to R. Returning of a fluid from the actuator is shown by this arrow. This is the first position. In second position, connection is made from P to B. That's why P to B connection is made. For moving the piston in actuator in one direction, direction of movement of piston is reversed. Since connection is made between P and B in the second position. In the same position, connection is made between B and R. Through R, fluid is returned back to the reservoir. So the second position is shown by this position. This is the second box. Second box represents second position. First box represents the first position of rotary spool valve. And third position, in this position, no connection is made. B is not connected to either B, A or B. It's not connected. Therefore, no fluid enters port A or B. That's why the neutral position is shown by the middle box. And this symbol represents closing of ports. This symbol represents closing of ports. All the ports are closed. No fluid is passing to the actuator. That's why this is called neutral position. This is for forward extension of cylinder, retraction of cylinder, and neutral position of cylinder. No work is done in this position. The rotary spool valve acts as a four-way valve used as a pilot valve to direct the flow from other valves. During the forward stroke, a port P from the pump is connected to port A. I already explained the meaning of this. In the first position, port P is connected to A and B connected to R. B connected to R. In return stroke means return stroke by actuator. The port P from the pump is connected to port B of the valve and R is connected to port A. In this position, the direction of movement of piston in the actuator is reversed. This is the second position of a rotary spool valve. When valve is in neutral position, no port is connected with any other port and there is no movement of piston because no fluid is entering the cylinder actuator and no work is done by the actuator in neutral position. And all these positions are shown in figure. First position, second position, and a neutral position. And this box represents the first position of DC valve. Another box represents second position, and a middle box represents neutral position of 4/3 DC valve. Since it has 3 positions and 4 ports, it is called 4/3 DC valve. Now I will show you the symbols for representing different types of DC valves. The first type of DC valve is a check valve. I already told you the meaning of check valve. Wall is a non-return wall which allows fluid only in one direction. The symbol for representing the wall allows fluid only in one direction. If suppose fluid is made to flow from the top end, then this check valve will not allow the flow. It prevents the flow in reverse direction. That's why it is the symbol for representing a check valve, non-return valve. And in the case of second type of DC valve, sliding spool valves. In sliding spool valves, depending upon the number of ports and the number of positions, they are classified into 2 by 2, 3 by 2, 4 by 2, 4 by 3, 5 by 2, and 5 by 3. Different types of sliding spool valves. The symbol for representing 2 by 2 DC valve it has two positions. Two positions are represented by two boxes. In the first box, connection is made from B to A and fluid enters. Fluid enters one end of a cylinder and extension of a cylinder. The extension takes place. Forward stroke. Because fluid enters the end of a piston and piston can be moved and load can be moved. Some work is mechanical work is done by means of by using actuator. In the first portion, connection is made from P to A. For operating this valve, there is a push button. Actuating element is a push button. At the other end of DC valve, there is a spring. The first portion of 2 by 2 DC valve is shown by the box. The connection is made from P to A. P connected to the pump and A connected to working port of actuator. In the second position, whenever the push button is released, then the port P is closed by the sliding spool valve. Port P is closed and no fluid flows from P to A. It is shown by the second box. Each box represents the position of a DC valve. It has the two positions and the two ports. For making connections from B to A, this is the first portion, and to prevent the flow of fluid from B to A, second portion, there are two positions and two ports. That's why this is a type of 2 by 2 DC valve. The second type of sliding spool valve, 3 by 2. 3 by 2 DC valve, which is having the 3 ports and the 2 positions. Two positions, 2 boxes are made. And the 3 ports are made. Since it is a 3 by 2, 3 ports are made. One working port, pressure port, and tank port. There is a push button for actuating. On the other end of this DC valve, there is a spring, return spring. In the first position, connection is made between P and A. These two are connected. In the first position of, assume that the push button is pressed. When the push button is pressed, then the plugs will open, the ports P and A. Connection is made. And the T is closed. In the first position, T is closed. In the second position, after releasing the push button, A is connected to T and P is closed. You just see the change of these arrows. In the first position, connection fluid flows from P to A to the working port. This is the working port connected to actuator. In the second position, whenever push button is released, connection is made from A to T, and P is closed. So in the second position means releasing of push button. By releasing push button, it comes to second position. Port P is automatically closed. By the sliding plug, the P is closed, whereas T is open. When T is open, the fluid present in the actuator comes back from A to T to the reservoir. So this is the type of 3x2 DC valve. It is also used for the single acting cylinder. This cannot be used for double acting cylinder, single acting cylinder. First position from the pump, connection is made from A to A. It enters the end of cylinder and for pressure acts on the piston and piston moves. It is known as extension. Whenever push button is released, then what happens is connection is reversed. After releasing the push button, it comes to second position. Second position means connection is made from A to T. Fluid present in the cylinder, it flows back from A to T to the reservoir. So this is a type of 3x2 DC valve. Usually 2x2 and 3x2 DC valves are operated by the actuating elements push button. Hand lever is not required for these two valves. 4x2 DC valve. The symbol for representing 4x2, since it is having two positions, two boxes, 4 ports are made. P, T, A, and P. In the first position, connection is made from B to A and B to T. This is the first position. Fluid enters one end of a cylinder and fluid in the cylinder returns back from B to T to the reservoir. This is the first position. Second position, the direction is reversed. Fluid enters from B to B, whereas A is connected to T. The direction of flow of fluid is reversed. This is a type of a 4x2 DC valve, 2 positions and 4 ports. And 5x2 DC valve. The symbol for representing 5x2 DC valve. P connected to A and 2 tank ports are there. This is P, 2 tank ports. P connected to T. Another T is closed in the first position. In second position, A connected to T and P is connected to B. And another tank port remains closed. This is the first position, second position. In first position, connection is between B and A, B and T. Another tank port is closed. In second position, connection is made between B and B, A and T, and another tank port is closed. This is how the 5x2 DC valve works. Symbol for representing 5x2. In the case of 5x3 DC valve, there are 3 boxes. B, T and T. This is B. B to A, B to T. In second position, B to B, A to T, and another tank port is remains closed. And the neutral position, all the ports are closed. All the ports are closed. That's why the middle box represents neutral position. This is the first position for extension of cylinder. Second position for traction of cylinder. This is about different types of sliding spool valves. And rotary spool valve is same as 4x2 DC valve. Symbolic representation of 4x2 DC valve is same as rotary spool valve. This is about direction control valves. If you have any doubts on DC valves, you can ask. Thank you.